Just because you deem something a reason to why the Bucs lost doesn't mean you want to get rid of those players. Doesn't mean you want the coaches fired. Like, you're allowed to have an opinion on why certain things were the reason why the Bucs lost. And there was a multitude of reasons. It wasn't just one thing. I'm going to give you 9 reasons why the Buccaneers lost this game. And number 1, they gave up 509 yards in the air to Kirk Cousins, a guy that has limited mobility, to say the least. I know this is a bend but don't break defense, but that was putrid. Next, Todd Bowles did not make the necessary adjustments. Just because you're holding Todd Bowles accountable for the team not playing uh, up to snuff doesn't mean you want to get rid of him. Doesn't mean you think he's a crappy coach. But if you're telling me that you're a head coach that prides himself on defense, and then your defense gives up 509 yards, and you're consistently playing off of these guys and giving up easy receptions, some of that blame does fall on Todd Bowles. Yes. Number 3, the tackling was awful. Right off the bat on that first drive, they had trouble bringing the Falcons players down. And it was a foreshadowing of things to come. Number 4, KJ Britt is a liability in pass coverage. Kirk Cousins picked him out right off the bat. And he said, 52, I'm going after you all night long. And that's exactly what he did. Number 5, the Graham Barton holding penalty. He had a rough night. Graham Barton has done really well through the first 5 games this season. He's had some ups, he's had some downs. He's playing a very tough position. But there were times Thursday night, he looked like a rookie. Grady Jarrett showed why he's one of the best guys at that position and has been for the last decade or so. And that holding call was a killer. Number 6, the missed face mask on that run by Bucky Irving, where Graham Barton was whistled for holding. Clear miss by the officials. I just find it so weird that there's so many officials on the field and they miss such an obvious call that's like right in the middle of the field. There's so many guys out there. The broadcast picked it up right off the bat. How do you not see that? Your eyes are on the ball. The majority of the people, you're looking at the ball and you see Bucky Irving's head twist. Like, my God, what do you think happened on that play? Also, the fumble by Bucky Irving, the inability of him to hold on to the football. And for all of those people that have been clamoring for Bucky Irving to be RB1, that's one of the reasons why you don't rush a rookie to the top of the depth chart. You saw his inexperience in this game. You saw it later on, and that kind of parlays into number 8 with Liam Cohen's inability to call plays up by a score with less than 2 minutes to go. And you look on that one play after Bucky fumbled, he's kind of looking around. He didn't know what to do. He was going to cut the ball back to the middle. And the guys were like, get down, get down. Don't fumble the ball again. Inexperience from Bucky Irving as a running back, from Liam Cohen as a play caller. Like, these are growing pains. These kind of things are going to happen. But those factor in to why the Buccaneers lose this game. And then number 9, the injuries to me. And this is what kind of pisses me off. It's a reason, not an excuse. You'll tell me Kalaji Kancey's not in the game, and Servatier Dennis is out, and Jordan Whitehead left, and Antoine Winfield Jr. is not there, and you're missing Jalen McMillan and Trey Palmer. That's fine. Excuse me. The Falcons didn't have a guy in the game on Thursday night who had 17 tackles last week against the New Orleans Saints. They were missing their starting center. They had guys out too. Nobody was making excuses for them. So why the hell do we think it's okay that the Buccaneers can use that as an excuse? Yeah, I mean, it's a reason, but there were way too many good players on that field for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for them to blow the game like that. You still had Vita Vea, you still had Levante David, you still had Zion McCollum. I mean, what are we talking about here? Stop making excuses. Part of the reason why they lost, yes, but the Buccaneers definitely had enough to win that game. And for people saying, oh, the offense needed to do better, okay, they ran out of steam a little bit. The play calling was iffy down the stretch. They scored 30 points. Let's not get that twisted. The Buccaneers did enough to win that game offensively. If you score 30 points in the National Football League, you should be able to win hands down.